the free throw line, or pardon me, at center court, ready to send that ball up to get this game underway. John Taylor will be wearing the green uniforms on your screen. The Pipers will move from left to right, and their light blue uniforms will be the number 1 ranked River East Kodiaks, undefeated in Manitoba this year. The opening tip-off, Jones pushes it back into John Taylor, and here come the Pipers.
Going to see the Kodiaks right now coming out. They're going to go into that 3-2 zone of theirs.
John Taylor starts a couple grade 11s along with 3 grade 12s. The 2 big grade 12 boys for John Taylor, number 33, Kevin Getz, and his twin brother, 34, Keith. Watch for those two, and watch for number 25, a grade 11 student, Brad Unger from the outside.
Big active zone here, player by the Kodiaks.
Keep moving that ball around. Not ready to take it inside yet, but they can shoot from out there. Hit number 31, Hayes, on the weak side yesterday. He hit 2 early in the game to send the Pipers on to this final. Almost a minute now run off the opening quarters. Unger setting things up once again. Getz drives inside, goes up, and he's going to go to the line with a chance to complete a 3-point play.
Excellent patience by the Pipers. Move the ball, and then we've got Keith Getz, takes it in strong up against Kenton Jones. He gets the fall, and he gets the foul call.
The foul on River East will go to number 25, Trenton Jones. His first personal, the team's first. And at the line, a chance to complete a 3-point play. Number 34, Keith Getz for the John Taylor Pipers. Getz comes up short, but he gets the ball right back, steps inside again, goes up strong, but this time Jones rejects underneath.
Excellent job by Trenton Jones, I'll tell you, but that's a good decision by Keith. He got that ball on the offensive rebound, took it up strong.
A little surprised, Laurie, about the patience that John Taylor showed in that first minute.
Well, I think it's just that's something they have to do. I mean, Blair, if they want to stay in this game, they've got to exercise a lot of patience, because I don't think they're going to get too many second chance opportunities.
We'll watch once again as John Taylor, Unger will slow that ball down out high. Look to the cutter underneath. Getz moves inside. That's Kevin Getz this time. Back out to Hayes from 3-point land off the iron. And once again, an offensive board for the Pipers. Comes up short on the side. Trenton Jones is there on the weak side.
That was good ball rotation, and as you mentioned, an offensive board. I mean, that's John Taylor's 3rd offensive board with only 2 minutes gone, and that's real surprising, Blair.
From the outside, there's number 23, Matej Marate.
Well, if Matt gets going, I'm telling you, the Pipers better watch out.
Number 23, Marate. First 2 points, got a travel ball, so a turnover quickly to the Kodiaks as we're tied at 2.
Nice idea by number 32, Rod Katu, trying to move things along the baseline. Unfortunately for the Pipers, he's called for travel ball.
Marate, as I mentioned earlier, with the ball, number 23, student from Yugoslavia, came here about a year and a half ago. Nice dish inside to Chris Fay.
Chris Fay just moving right along. He had an excellent game in the semis, and he's just picking that up exactly where he left it off.
Very quickly, our first lead change of the game. Turnover again as the Kodiaks come away, and they lead by 2.
That 3-2 zone of the Kodiaks is so big up front and so active. The Pipers are going to have to make sure that they move the ball quickly.
Shot from the outside. That's really long there from Buller, but Trenton Jones is there inside the paint.
That's a good job by Trenton Jones. You've got the Pipers trying to break quickly. I don't think Al Friesen is going to like that. They're going to have to slow the tempo down. We're going to get a replay here. Here's Luke Buller launches one, but there's Trenton Jones cleaning up on the offensive glass, and he finishes it off, an easy 2 for the Kodiaks.
6-2 right now. 3 minutes gone this opening quarter. Provincial final. Matej inside to Jones, rolls off his fingers. We'll see this time if the Pipers slow it down a little bit, Laurie.
Well, they're going to have to. They don't want to get it into too much of a running game. Nice look here, however, as you got the great feed from Hayes to Unger, and he lets it fly.
Brad Unger inside from 10 feet for 2. We got a 2-point ball game.
One of the things you're saying, Blair, in terms of tempo, we mentioned it right at the beginning of the telecast. As far as John Taylor is concerned, they don't go deep. And there's Trenton Jones, and this could tell the story. You've got to keep the Jones man off the glass.
Inside position for number 25, Trenton Jones picks up an offensive board, puts it up. He now has 6 points in the game, and Jones, there he is waiting in the ideal position. The ball falls right into his hands. Hayes, strong from, Katu from the outside, and here comes Marate. can shoot from anywhere. They go outside. Buller now, and they dish the ball back out to the top. And River East now is going to take a look and see what is available to them. Marade, nice little jump stop inside, comes up strong.
It's a good job by Matt. What's going to happen against that 2-3 zone for JohnTaylor? They can't allow penetration at the top, especially somebody the size of Marade.
Gets now. They put the ball back out to Hayes. Unger steps inside the paint again, almost loses control, but able to get it back out. Now gets from three-point range off the back iron. The ball rolls out of bounds off the Pipers, and here come the Kodiaks.
That's good hustle by 31 Hayes for the Pipers. Slid in there, tried to get a quick little steal.
8-4, a 4-point lead for the JohnTaylor Pipers, for the River East Kodiaks as we move down inside. 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Marade drives baseline the right side, gets pushed out of bounds, and he is called for out of bounds.
Oh no, we're going to have a foul here. Oh yeah, referee Philippin is going to hit Matt with an offensive foul.
Marade, he picks up the foul coming into the game for the JohnTaylor Pipers. That's number 22, Trevor Deneen. That's something we didn't see in the semifinal at all, Laurie. They're bringing a sub early into this game.
Well, I think they're going to have to because they've expended a lot of energy. You're going to expend a lot of energy just getting through the warm-up in the final here because the adrenaline is pumping.
Nice pass, Jones. That great athletic ability to go up, and he's called for a travel. No bucket, and quickly the Pipers turn it around, but we've got a whistle here.
Excellent job by the Kodiaks. Get the ball inside. Trenton Jones doing some excellent work. We got Coach Graham was up hopping on that one. He figured they had the foul and the 2 points, but called for travel ball. So the last 2 times down, what we have is a situation is where the Kodiaks come away with nothing. We got Marade with a foul and Jones called for the travel ball.
Quick hand movement coming from the River East Kodiaks.
Well, you've got Buller and Marade and Stelter up front, and they're not only are they active, Blair, but they're just so big.
3-2. Many teams play a 3-2 zone, Laurie.
What we're going to see now is a lot of people, they'll play a 3-2 with a bit of a matchup, or a 2-3, as we saw with the St. John's girls in the first final. They played a 2-3, doubled down on the big girls from Brandon, and it worked for them.
8-4 right now, 4-point lead. Inside to Getz. He goes up strong, battles for the boards. The Kodiaks come down with it.
That was a good job that time by the Pipers. Managed to get the ball inside, and Keith Getz is strong enough to go up and go against guys like Fay and Buller.
Stelter with his first shot, but number 21, Luke Buller will pick up his first personal foul. The team's third of this half.
That's 4 times down the floor now, and River East hasn't been able to convert anything. They've come away with 2 missed opportunities because of violations and 2 fouls.
Coach Friesen trying to get his team back in this game. They started off very well, held the ball for over a minute, set up, got a nice play for 2. Since then, they've had difficulty down at the offensive end. They're going to try one more time now. Unger outside. Deneen pushes the ball back out. Ball goes off Unger's hands. Unger gets it pushed away, but right off of Marate and out of bounds. Pipers in control.
That's a good job, and the lucky break for the Pipers. What's going to have to happen here? We're moving that ball around. We've got to make sure, and Coach Al Friesen is yelling at his players. What he's telling them is don't hide. You've got to make sure that you make yourself available for those passes.
They get the ball inside this time. Getz goes up on Jones, forces his way in, no call, but the ball rolls into the hands of the Kodiaks.
What we've got to do if we're Getz, we've got to get up right away. I mean, Keith is strong enough. He can battle in there with Fay and Jones.
Feller now from the outside. He's strong once again. Jones reaches in. Or pardon me, that was Buller, but Buller has lost to Unger.
Great job by Brad Unger. He's working hard, and Stelter's going to get called for his first personal.
Number 20, Dave Stelter, 6-foot grade 12 student, picks up his first personal foul, and we get a chance to look at that. Reaching in here, and that's not the kind of fouls you want to take if you're on the River East side.
No, Stelter got himself out of position. What he's got to do is just let Brad go. Let him go, and he's going to be picked up by Marade, and they can just simply switch at the top of that zone.
Brad Unger from 3-point, arcs that one up, rolls in, and bounces its way back out. He picks it up again. Unger now from 8 feet. Comes up short, and Jones, good job on the weak side to pull that down.
That's a great job by Kevin Getz to keep that ball alive for the Pipers. But once again, I'll tell you, you can see how hard Jones is working at both ends of the glass.
Marate from the outside. Unger, good job to pull that one down in the paint. How are you going to penetrate or attack this zone that River East has, Lloyd?
What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to be a lot more careful with the ball than JohnTaylor is right now. Here comes a 3-on-1 with Marate. Good feed to Buller and an easy two.
What a nice pass from Marate to Buller for two.
JohnTaylor's going to have to come down here, be a little bit more patient. Hayes and Deneen are going to have to make themselves more available on the wings.
6-point lead right now for the Kodiaks inside 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. 10-minute quarters played in high school basketball. This is the first of 4. You're watching the 1995 Provincial Basketball Championship here on video on Cable 11. Great move inside from 33, Kevin Getz.
Good job by Kevin, comes across, goes to the short corner. Good look by Deneen inside, an easy two. Going to have the look here. You can see Kevin Getz. There's Kevin moving well, places himself, goes up strong. Good pass by Deneen.
Another turnover on the offensive end. Now Pipers come back trailing by 4. Deneen looks inside. Kevin Getz cross court to Unger. He's open from 3-point range and he can.
Excellent job of ball movement here by the Pipers. Coach Friesen has to be happy. Coach Graham's getting a little bit upset. He wants to see now it's the Kodiaks who's got to take better position of the ball.
1 point. Stelter again moves outside, hits for his first two.
Stelter doing the job. We saw him in the semifinal, and he was just a gun in him. And if he gets hot, we know he's a streak shooter. 51 seconds left here in the first quarter, and we've got the Kodiaks enjoying a 3-point lead, Blair.
Trevor Deneen taking that jump from the outside. He comes up short. 12-9, a 3-point lead for the Kodiaks. Nice job there by Unger to reach in.
Good hustle by Unger. Weak pass by Dave Stelter that time.
Down to 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter. JohnTaylor maybe pulls back for one shot.
JohnTaylor's just got to go for one here. Coach Friesen's got to be happy. I mean, the worst that could happen to him here is they're going to come out of here down 3. Good first quarter. They've got a good game plan working. They just got to stick to it.
31 is Hayes. He can hit from 3-point range over there on the left-hand side. Get it back to Unger. Inside 5. Unger out to Hayes. Got to put it up quickly here. Time's running out. Unger with a travel, so no shot there, and the quarter comes to an end for the River East Kodiaks, leading the JohnTaylor Pipers by a score of 12-9.
Excellent job as we see Brad Unger coming off the floor. He's had a good first quarter, but an excellent job by Luke Buller there defensively of the Kodiaks.
12-9, and we're going to go down to Sean right now with another interview from courtside.
Thank you very much, Blair. Thank you very much, Blair. Joining me now at courtside is the assistant coach for the University of Winnipeg-Westman, Joe DiCurzio. Joe, your thoughts on some of the talent you're seeing here at the high school championships?
Some great talent. I think we have definitely the 2 best teams in the province this year in this game, and you got some of the best players in the province too. You got Maddie from River East, who is ranked #1 in the province, and you got the 2 Getz brothers. You got Buller, you got Unger playing for the other team. I think we have some excellent talent, and the coaches have done a superb job to get both these teams ready for this game.
Great. Thank you very much, and good luck next year with your season.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Joe DiCurzio, assistant coach at the University of Winnipeg-Westman. Back to you, Blair.
Thank you very much, Sean. Lloyd, we'll go down to Coach Friesen right now in a tight game.
There, patience. And then when you're on the weak side, no matter when you can go. Okay, go. 3, 2, 1, fight.
All we need out of that timeout, Coach Al Friesen hits the nail right on the head. The word is patience. That's what they're going to have to exercise down at the offensive end, the Pipers, and they're going to have to work hard in that 2-3 zone of theirs defensively. They're going to have to stay active.
Must be something about that section over there. We've got a unbelievable amount of noise and makeup and all kinds of things going on there. A little carnival in the stands.
Carnival magnet over there on the north side.
Stelter drives in, and he's going to go to the line with a chance to complete a 3-point play.
Well, as I mentioned, Blair, Stelter's very much a streak shooter. We saw him get hot in the semifinal, and it looks like he's ready to have himself another good game.
Stelter with 4 points, and you saw him move inside there. Fouls on number 34. Keith gets his first personal, the team's first. Stelter strong there, and the ball's knocked away. The Kodiaks pick it up.
That's Buller, number 21. Excellent job. Keeps the ball alive.
They look inside to Jones. Jones from the free throw line.
going to have a look-see now here with the pipe. Oh!
Got that ball inside the Getz, and he didn't get it to fall quickly, though, the other way. Buller bowls his way through.
That's Matt Marotti with a great rebound, pushing the ball up. You see Luke Buller, good finisher. I'll tell you, that's 2 in a row. If we're the Pipers, we don't want to get this Kodiak team on the run.
Great pass inside from Hayes. Getz with his own rebound, goes up strong. Number 34, Keith Getz for 2.
That's a good job by Keith, as we mentioned. Strong enough to battle down there with Fay and Trenton Jones.
Marate inside the paint. Nice dish off to Jones. Great block by Kevin Getz.
Good job by Marotti. As we mentioned, at the top of that 2-3 zone, Coach Friesen does not want penetration, especially by Marotti.
16-11, a 5-point lead for the Kodiaks. 8 minutes, 30 seconds, and while this play goes on, let's go down to Sean.
Thank you very much, Blair. One thing we talked about in the previous game when you were down here at the floor level is certainly the crowd noise. One thing I'd like to remark on is, yes, the crowd noise is very loud, but also we have two sets of very devoted fans here. Every time a basket is scored, you see the hands go up, and we have a great packed house here at the Bison East Gym. I think it really reflects well on the level of play that we're seeing here in the high school basketball championships.
Thank you very much, Sean. You're absolutely right. Some great things happening on the floor and in the stands, and this is what high school sports are all about. Great action. River East now in possession of that 5-point lead, and they have the ball at the top. Stelter, he'll fire from anywhere, and Jones again driving on the offensive end. Great jobs by Jones to keep that alive, Laurie.
That's a great job by Trenton. You got an excellent look at his athletic ability. He's either coming down with the offensive board or keeping it alive. But here's a good steal by Brad Unger. Unger to Getz, and Getz should have looked forward to give it back to Unger.
Unger was wide open under the bucket, but they did a good thing. They slowed things up a little bit, only trailing by 5. There's a force by Stelter again, pushing on the ball off of JohnTaylor.
That's going to go off Coutu. Coutu's got to watch himself. That's the second time he's got trapped down on the baseline.
16-11, as we mentioned a moment ago. Shot from Buller from 3-point range. That one clears everything, and quickly now the Pipers want to bring it up the floor.
That's the second one that Lucas launched. It seems like he's going to do that once a quarter. I guess maybe it's just a rangefinder. I don't know.
Use a couple of those to build ourselves a little foundation the way it's going. 7 minutes now remaining this first half.
Straight. Green, 32, straight.
Unger's
straight.
wide open on the far side if they can get him the ball quick enough. Hayes steps inside. Nice move by Hayes to roll that one in. Will not fall, and Jones is right there.
That's
open
Jones.
down here is Stelter. Nice little jump stop and rolls it in for 2.
All that starts back with Trenton Jones once again cleaning up the glass for the River East Kodiak. He's just had a great game.
River East has tied their largest lead of the game now at 7. Great action on the floor as you're watching the Provincial 4A Basketball Championships here from the University of Manitoba, Bison East Gym. Jones again fighting, this time Unger pulls it off the glass for 2.
Good job by Brad Unger and the rest of the Pipers. They're certainly not giving in.
Pass inside, Jones goes up, and once more we get an opportunity with a 3-point play. Number 25, Trenton Jones at the line.
You got a good look here at referee Miles. Good call there down on the baseline. Going to go against number 34, Getz this time.
I think Coutu will pick that one up. That will be his first, but only the team's second. So no foul difficulty right now for JohnTaylor, and they can't get themselves into foul trouble with, really, they don't have a great bench there to pull people off. Just they go with 5 or 6 at the most.
That's about it, and as you mentioned, Blair, they've got to make sure that they work hard. And when you look at the size of the Kodiaks and you look at the athletic ability and quickness of them, it's going to be a real hard road to hoe here for Coach Al Friesen.
Trenton Jones with 7 points in the game to lead all scorers, 21-13. It's now an 8-point lead for the Kodiaks.
Big zone once again by the Kodiaks.
Kevin Getz, 33, dishes that ball back out. Hayes moves inside, and there's a foul, and we'll see who picks that one up. I think it may be number 21, Luke Buller.
Oh, that's going to go against Buller again. Hayes is lucky. You don't want to go in the land of the Giants like that. You've got to make sure you decisively know what you want to do. That's going to go against Buller, and that's his second.
Buller picking up his second personal foul for the 6'2" grade 12 student. His team leads by 8, but he'll sit down right now with 2 fouls and 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in this first half.
That's going to bring number 12, Jeremy Moses, in off the bench for the Kodiaks. Did an excellent job in the semifinal.
Unger from three-point territory gets that one to roll up and over top. Quickly they try to go to Stelter. Great job to hold on to that one. Goes up strong, throws it off the glass, battles for his own rebound, picks it up again. Cannot get it to fall, and Moses is there. Jeremy Moses picks it up for 2.
It's a great job on the offensive glass by both Stelter and Moses. Once again, the Pipers can't afford to give the Kodiaks second and third opportunities. You get a look here, Stelter with a nice move. I think Getz got him. Keith lucky to get away without a foul there. And then coming out the other side, you got Moses. But it's Keith Getz against 3.
Moses again, flying pressure here, and I believe he'll pick up that foul. That will be his first personal, but the 6th team foul on the River East Kodiaks.
Coach Graham is coming out to have a look at that clock. He's not very happy.
Try to get the ball inside. Moses this time shows his athletic abilities. He steps inside the passing lane.
Good job by Maradi.
Maradi now just the ball on the left-hand side. Stelter, he'll put it up from anywhere on that floor. This time they bring Jones out high. Cross court to Trenton Jones, 25. Look inside, Chris Fay. He turns, take a look, dishes it back out. Jones, nice little step in. Goes up strong. Fay's in there for the rebound, off the glass, too strong, but Moses is there. And once again, the River East Kodiaks here to pick up the offensive board. Stelter inside to Moses, got a jump, and got a foul. That foul will go on number 31, Ian Hayes, his first personal, the team's 3rd.
Blair, 4 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first half, and we can see that the Pipers, they're starting to get tired here. I think it's about time, and yes, good call by Coach Friesen. We're looking at a 10-point difference now. He's going to call his timeout here. What the Pipers need, they need a little bit of a rest.
JohnTaylor, a very tired team, and we'll go down to hear what they have to say with 4 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in this first half.
When you're open, and when you change the shot, like you shot a 3, you fake it, they're running at it. You can fake it, step around, you don't even have to do it quick with it. They're running at every shot. You want it. Guys, I think we're basketball game. We've got to box out. We have got to box out. We have inside position on every board. Come on. Let's get in the game now. 4:22 left here. Up and down low. Let's get tough. Let's finish. We got to look. 4 or 5 guys have to look. Patiently, but look. Okay? Let's go. Come on. 2 minutes. Play hard. Come on, you guys.
Good job by Coach Friesen. Offensively, what he's saying, everybody's got to have a look at the basket. That doesn't mean we come out firing, but everybody's got to have a look at the basket. Let's exercise some patience. But more importantly, the key to the game right now is the Pipers are starting to stand around and watch, Blair, and what they're going to do is they're going to watch River East walk to this title unless they start tightening up. And as Coach Friesen says, they got to block out. That's the name of the game right now.
At the line, number 12, Jeremy Moses, 6'2" grade 12 student from River East, unsuccessful in his first of 2 free throw opportunities. It's the second one. Now it's 11-point lead for the Kodiaks.
Dave Stelter working hard, putting some pressure on Brad Unger, but he's got to watch himself because they don't want to pick up another foul, because the next one we're going to have the Pipers go to the line, shoot bonus.
4 minutes now remaining here in this first half. River East up by 11. JohnTaylor goes up, gets his own rebound, tries to move inside. Let's see, he's called for the travel. He slides around the floor with that ball.
That's just a bad break for, as we get a look there, it's bad, just simply a bad break for Kevin Getz. I mean, Kevin took a good shot, got the ball back, it just wouldn't drop for him.
Marate, 23, just the ball outside. Now Jones, they bring it back out high once again. Continue that, move that ball around. Marate, he likes to step along the baseline, goes up strong off that back iron.
JohnTaylor fortunate there. You can't leave Matt Marati with that much room.
Good pressure now by the Kodiaks. Outside to Deneen. Deneen's shot doesn't fall, and Fay pulls it down.
That's a good look. Deneen's got to put those down.
10-point lead. Great pass into Moses, and now it's a 13-point lead as we go down to Sean at floor level.
Thank you very much, Blair. 2 quick points. One, look for the continued battle between Keith Getz and Chris Fay underneath. A couple of elbows that we haven't been able to see from the camera viewpoint. I've been able to catch down here. That could get rough a little later on, as you see the two of them battling right now. The second thing, the Pipers are starting to lose control of this game. It would be very painful for them to do so, because not only would they be losing this final, but 7 of the members of the Pipers team were also a member of the JohnTaylor Pipers volleyball team that lost the provincial finals earlier this year, as we saw on video on Cable 11 Sports. Back to you, Blair.
Thank you very much, Sean Laurie. That's just what he's talking about. We got a tee off of that elbow, I think, underneath.
Well, what we have here is Sean's talking about those elbows, Blair talking about a little bit of frustration. Chris Fay got tag teamed there by the terrible twins, and we have Coach Graham came to his aid. All he did was pick up a technical. So Brad Unger's going to get to shoot 2 here, and then the Pipers are going to get the ball back.
Big swing here. Could be a 4-point swing. Unger successful in 1 of 2 free throws as Coach Friesen looks on. JohnTaylor has the ball back, trailing by 12. 2 minutes and 54 seconds remaining here in this first half.
Well, you've got Coach Graham. He wanted to get a point across to both officials. The fact that the Getz boys are in there, they're working just hard. They're big, wide bodies, too. And the fact that JohnTaylor only has 3 fouls with 2.5 minutes left in his first half, he just wanted to make sure that referee Philippin and Miles were aware of that.
Trying to get the ball across to Unger. Stelter, good hustle. Trying to pick that ball up, but it'll remain in the hands of the Pipers.
This would be an excellent time for the Pipers to hit a nice 3-point play, get themselves back down to just a difference of 9, and get right back in this ball game.
Another travel ball. Deneen hold up the pivot foot. Two 2.5 minutes now remaining in this first half. Chris Fay puts it back out to Marate. Both teams continue to stay in that zone. Outside Fay now. Good job on the weak side by Hayes to pull down the board for the Pipers.
Good look that time by Chris Fay.
Coming up on 2 minutes remaining. Deneen looks inside to Getz. Getz pulls it back. Unger and Hayes have to bring that ball out once again.
Both Unger and Hayes, they got to look to shoot. Brad should have let that go.
Good job by Moses to get a hand in there. Knocks it out of bounds. 12-point lead for the Kodiaks. Unger pushes that ball. They try to get inside again. He's forcing that ball and they're having no luck inside.
Well, Ian's got to understand, he's going against Moses and Jones, 2 leapers for the Kodiaks. You got to swing that ball around the outside.
Right from the outside, that one's strong. Once again, Getz gets in there, but this time pushed it out of bounds off Fay.
That time a good decision by Ian. He had a good look at the hoop. Nothing wrong with that shot. Keep shooting those. They're going to go in.
Inside a minute and a half remaining in this first half. Stelter moves in, dishes it back out to Jones. Jones holds on to it.
They've got a little bit out of sync there, I'll tell you, Blair. The Kodiaks are lucky to keep possession of this ball.
He's on that far side. He's looking to pump one up. Keeps driving in off his foot this time, out of bounds.
Unfortunately for Dave on that whole series, he was like an accident looking for somewhere to happen.
Coming up on 1 minute to go in this first half. They get the ball inside to Keith Getz. Puts it back out to Unger. Unger from 3. He's got it. A 9-point lead for the Kodiaks.
That's what's got to happen with Hayes and Unger. You got to try and get the ball inside to Getz, and when that big zone collapses, what we've got to do is get the ball, kick it out, and let's go for the 3.
11 points now for Unger. He leads all scores in this game. His team trails by 9. Down to 35 seconds. Inside to Fay in the paint. Back out to Marate. Moves. Nice pass to Fay. We've got a 3-second violation.
That's got to be the Kodiaks have gone close to 3 minutes without a field goal.
26-17, a low-scoring first half. Great draw by Stelter. 2-on-1 now. Morade, Stelter off the glass for 2.
Good hustle by Dave Stelter. He's got another one almost.
Stelter getting his hands in there. Hold one up. Back to 11-point lead for the Kodiaks.
Great hustle by Dave Stelter.
Inside 5 seconds. Have to get this one away, and they're not going to do it. Moses with a steal, flips it up. No call there as Jones fires it down. The first half comes to an end, and the River East Kodiaks continue their domination in Manitoba High School basketball as they lead 28-17.
Well, you have a look at your score there, 28-17 in favor of the Kodiaks. I know that Coach Graham isn't happy with that 28-point total. He would like to see a few more points. I say there was a stretch of about 3.5 minutes where the Kodiaks didn't score a field goal. But he's got to be happy. They've got the lead. They're moving into the second half of this final. As far as Coach Friesen is concerned, got to look on the bright side. He's only down 11. He's still in the game. There's lots of time left, Blair.
Still a lot of time in this game. 20 minutes to go with a 28-17 lead. Coach Graham's team's out in front, and he's down with Sean at courtside.
Thank you very much, Blair. Joining me, Coach Brent Graham. Coach, you're up by about 15, then you didn't score for about 3 minutes. Tell me about that second quarter.
Well, one of our guys got into foul trouble, so we had to make a sub, and the guys were a little out of position, so they were a little unsure. We're running an offense that we don't normally run because JohnTaylor's playing a defense we don't normally see it. We don't see a 2-3. That's the only team that's ever played us a 2-3. So we're a little out of sync, and the guys are a little up. I mean, this is the show. It's what it's all about.
Okay, any adjustments quickly before the second half?
Well, we're going to try to keep the ball inside a little bit more. Maddie's got I want to get Maddie involved in the game a little bit more. I don't think he's involved enough right now.
Okay. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Coach Brent Graham of the River East Kodiaks. They lead right now by 9 at the half. Back to you, Blair.
Thanks very much, Sean. Sean, we'll check out that math a little bit. I got 28-17 score. Up by 11 is, again, one of our future stars is back on the court warming up for his halftime show. Laurie, good first half. Coach Graham mentioned Morate in the game, but just his presence takes a lot away from the other team of what they can do and what they can't do.
There's no doubt about it. In terms of Coach Graham, yeah, we want to get Maddie involved in the game a little bit more. I'd like to see him, got to get Trenton Jones back down on the block. Trenton was just doing a super job on the boards, and with Trenton down there and having to worry about it, I think that will open things up a little bit more for Matt. In terms of Sean and the difference in the game, as you mentioned, it's 28-17. I don't know, maybe that's the new math that he took at UVic. I don't know, but you get a look there on your screen at the score, 28-17, the lead enjoyed by the River East Kodiaks. And, of course, this brought to you by Videon Cable 11, keeping you in touch with Manitoba high school sport and where it's happening.
That's it. The halftime is underway, and we'll be back in a moment with more outstanding high school basketball action here on Videon Cable 11.
Canada Cup 95. International Women's Volleyball at the University of Winnipeg Duckworth Center. Canada, USA, Ukraine, Cuba. Attend the games in person or see the action live on Videon Cable 11. Tune in March 30th, 31st, and April 1st at 8 p.m. The medal matches begin April 3rd at 6 p.m. Canada Cup 95, live on Videon Cable 11. Your connection to community sport.
Every minute, thousands of victims in over 100 countries rely on humanitarian relief from the Red Cross. Every minute, Canadians from coast to coast rely on community health services and emergency assistance from the Red Cross. Every minute, someone in Canada relies on blood or blood products from the Red Cross. But at this minute, the Red Cross relies on you to help those in need. Can they count on you? March is Red Cross Month. Thank you for helping. Thank you for saving lives.
That's it.
On your marks.
You're watching Videon Cable 11.
Welcome back to the Bison East Gymnasium video on Cable 11 Sports coverage of the 1995 Provincial 4A Basketball Championships. I'm here with John-Taylor Piper coach Graham Fraser. Graham, what do you guys have to do to get back into this game?
Well, what we told the boys in the locker room is we just want to concentrate on our rebounding. They've been really killing us on the glass, and I think the guys are a little bit tight. We got that first half out of the way, so I think we're going to come out a little looser, make those easy shots we missed in the first half.
All right, we wish you luck in that battle. Good luck this half.
Thanks a lot, Sean.
Thank you very much. Graham Fraser, one of the coaches of the John-Taylor Pipers. Back to you, Blair and Laurie.
Laurie, I think he hit the nail right on the head. They're really being out-rebounded, and it's really hurting them on the defensive end.
Well, that's the difference in the game, Blair. I mean, you look at Coach Graham. That's one of the things that he alluded to. Sure, there's a lot of jitters here. I mean, this is the provincial final. This is the big show. This is what it's all about. There's a lot of shots that Ian Hayes and Brad Unger feel pretty sure that any other time they could easily nail them down. Offensively, that's going to come. That's not to worry about. I mean, we're looking at only 11-point differential here in a whole second half. The big problem is down there, they got to block out defensively. Otherwise, this game's over.
Well, 20 minutes to go. We'll see what happens as the number 1 ranked River East Kodiaks take an 11-point lead into this second half, and the John-Taylor Pipers look on to see if they can answer the magic of the Kodiaks. It's been going all year for the Kodiaks, undefeated in Manitoba. Only one loss, I believe, was over in Saskatchewan this year, Lloyd.
They lost over in the Walter Murray tournament in the final of that tournament. As you say, undefeated here. We get a look at their fans. I don't know, there's something about those stands. I mean, there's some magnet there that brings them out, and these River East fans are pumped. They want to celebrate exactly the same way that the St. John's Tigers girls fans did, and we're going to see what happens here in this second half.
Both teams, and of course by the people in the stands, they enjoy the excitement of high school basketball, and of course you're watching the best of it here on video on Cable 11. Right now the Pipers in control. The Pipers start off trailing by 11, looking to cut that lead down to a single digit. Getz from the outside. Marate's there for the board.
That was a good look by Getz, and that's something that would have been nice if they hit that three. They're right back in the game.
Now the Kodiaks set up, look inside to Jones. He scored well for them in that first quarter, but they haven't gone back to him since, Laurie.
Trenton Jones right there. He had Getz on his hip. He had him, felt he had him sealed well enough on the block. Here is the same situation. He wants that ball.
This time he puts it back out to Buller. Buller being pressured by Unger. Unger over top of Buller, now goes out to Marate. Nice pass outside. Stelter drives on the left-hand side, and that ball's partially blocked there.
That's an excellent defensive stop. That's Ian Hayes.
9 minutes now remain this third quarter. Hayes dishes to Coutu. Back out to Hayes at the top. He can fire from three-point range, but he pulls it down. Unger sees Getz. Getz gets Jones off the ground. Unger now from three-point territory. Hits his third of the game.
That's a good job. That was Coutu back down there, not Hayes. That was Coutu with the block, and then moving that ball around, they get a good look, and right off of that defensive block, they get a good look, hit the three, and they're ready to go. We see there on our replay.
Great shot by Unger, and here he comes back the other way. Unger going down to Marate, goes up strong, too strong with a roll on that one.
Well, what you're looking at there is just the size of Marate that Unger had to contend with.
Little pull-up jumper there from number 11, Mike Zamborski.
That's a 4-point play. That gets Coach Friesen up. He's a little bit upset. Brad had worked so hard, and what he felt, maybe if you're not going to go against Marate hard and strong, he's going to eat you up, so maybe it would have been better for Brad to pull the ball out.
10-point lead. Unger takes it in the paint again. The shot's partially deflected. Good job by Getz to pull that one, and then the ball's just right in the hands of Trenton Jones.
That was an excellent save by Kevin Getz, and then unfortunately for Coutu, turns it over. There goes Luke Buller strong to the glass once again. He did that a number of times in the first half. That's something that the Pipers have to cut off.
Luke Buller now with 6 points in the game. 6'2" grade 12 student from the Kodiaks puts a 12-point lead in favor of the Kodiaks, their largest lead of the game. The ball inside. Getz turns around, pushes it back out to Hayes. He comes up well short of the bucket.
Kevin got the ball in there. He might want to look at the hole. Might want to try and do some work in there, try and get some foul trouble.
Unger all over Buller that time. Not able to get the loose ball away. Zamborski throws it back. Marate able to scoop that one up. Marate partially deflected by Keith Getz, but Trenton Jones is there to pick up that loose ball.
That was Marotti looking for Zamborski again. He was sliding down the paint. He was open.
Stelter tries to kiss one off the glass, goes too strong and quickly again. The Pipers gain possession. They try to get that ball up across the midcourt line. Coutu now steps along the baseline. Nice move inside by number 32, Rod Coutu.
That's a great job by Rod. He's had trouble there in the first half on the baseline. That time, excellent decision.
Back down to a 10-point lead for the Kodiaks. 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Low-scoring game, as you see, 32-22. Expect a little more from these two teams with all the firepower they have. Outside, strong. Ball's battled in. Keith picks it up for the Pipers.
I don't know here, call me crazy, but if I'm the Kodiaks, I want to get Trenton Jones down on the block. I want to get some good ball movement. I want the ball inside.
Lots of time to do that as they move inside. 6 minutes. Unger dishes it out to Getz. Getz on the left-hand side, and he's strong. Quickly, the Kodiaks turn it back. Stelter likes to drive, tries to dish it off the Pipers. Unger just got a hand on that, rolled off. He was looking to pick up that ball and turn the other way. But the Kodiaks are inbound under the bucket.
Get a look here right there. If I'm Dave Stelter there, I got to go up. I got to take a shot there.
Jones goes up high for two. You've called it, Laurie. Trenton Jones inside the paint. He hasn't been stopped yet today.
Well, they have been unable to stop Trenton Jones. He's been able to do what he wants at either ends of the floor, and I think what the Kodiaks have to do is they have to exploit that.
Jones with 9 points. Is that shot too strong from Hayes? They battle underneath. The Kodiaks come away with it. Stelter, good job to hold on to that one and takes it right up to the hoop. Ball's deflected, but Jones is there a third time. And finally the ball's pushed away. What a job by Trenton Jones. One of our camera people go down hard. Doing a great job being right there where the play's going on.
Well, that one got Coach Graham up, and I got to agree with him there. I think that Dave Stelter got hammered there that time. But hey, this is the final. It's great for the fans if they're going to let the kids play.
Inside 5 minutes now to go in this third quarter. Great action here on video on Cable 11. 12-point lead for the Kodiaks as we look to crown a provincial champion in 4A basketball. Great block there by number 23, Marotti.
That was a great job right there. It was an excellent block. I'm looking for a jump ball being called off of that one.
On a play here as they bring the ball across the midcourt line. The Kodiak get it inside. Gets up high. The ball deflected. This time the Pipers come back.
Kodiak's getting a little bit too loose with the ball out at the front of that 2-3 zone.
Laurie, both teams don't waste any time getting that ball back into play. The two back out to Hayes. Hayes pumped a couple in the semi. Gets now. Jones is right there to stop him if he looks going up. Gets it inside to Keith Getz, or pardon me, to Kevin for two.
Gets the terrible twins answer back the 10-point lead. Get a good look here. That's what Kevin's got to do more of. Once he gets the ball inside, he's got to look at the hole a little bit more.
The Pipers were able to bring it down to 8 earlier in this third quarter, but it's been up around 10 or 12. It's at 10 right now, 34-24. So we move down to 4 minutes to go here in this third quarter. No fouls. Both teams are playing strong. They get it to Jones. We've got our first foul, and Jones goes up hard and down.
That's great ball movement by the Kodiaks. You get a good look at Trenton Jones, number 25 on your screen. Right there, that's the zone breaker. I mean, the bottom line is we got to keep pumping the ball inside to Jones. He's doing an excellent job. He's going to score, fouled, or both. And then once we get a look here, it's excellent job. He goes up strong. He gets hammered. What's going to have to happen is that zone's going to collapse even more, and that's going to open up the outside for people like Stelter, Marotti, and Buller.
Trenton Jones now has 10 points in the game as he's successful on his first of 2 free throw opportunities.
This back-to-back games that Trenton's just been fabulous. In the semifinal, he didn't score that much, but he did an excellent job on the glass. He's been able to do both, and this is going to whip those Kodiak fans. They want to, as far as they're concerned, they smell victory already.
What a great play by number 20, Dave Stelter. Got a hand in there. The Pipers lose control. That 12-point lead could be expanded to 14 right now for the Kodiaks. Things are going in their favor as we've got less than 4 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Little low comes over the crowd, Laurie. Inside, Buller for two, and that'll get the River East people back up again.
That's good. Great penetration by Luke. He gets inside that paint, and he makes the Pipers pay.
38-24, now a 14-point lead for the Kodiaks. Unger looks outside. Coutu from 15, too strong. Marate comes back off the tip from Jones.
It's a good look. That's a good skip pass down on the baseline there to Rod Coutu. Good look at the hole. That's a good shot.
Gets on Buller. Buller looking to pump it up from 3, but they put it back out. They've got Stelter. Stelter, nice feed inside to Jones. He goes up and throws that one way up. The ball comes away again, and Stelter's right there for the Kodiaks. Buller from 3-point range.
Good ball movement by the Kodiaks. Unfortunate for them, they not come away with any points, but here come the Pipers. That's right back. That's Ian Hayes, and they're not going away. They're not going away. They're hanging around, Blair.
Ian Hayes with his first 2 points of the game drives inside back to a 12-point Kodiak lead.
Get a good look there. There's a lane, and he takes it right up at Zamborski.
Stelter now moves inside, puts it back out to Jones. He's going to lose control, but Stelter once again finds a loose ball, and we've got a foul down low. A second team foul going on the Pipers, and that's the 3rd personal on Rod Coutu.
Right now for the Pipers, you don't want Rod Coutu to get in foul trouble.
Stelter all by himself from 3-point range. Ball rolls up and out of bounds.
12-point differential here. As I mentioned, the Pipers are still clinging on there. They're definitely not going away, and they've got a chance here. Good ball movement, lots of time left on the clock. That's good too along the baseline to Getz.
Push it back out to Unger. Hayes loses control. Good job again. Buller right there, and this time the Pipers will lose possession on the arrow. Number 31, Ian Hayes, didn't want to give that ball up. He dished it out, did a great job to dish it out, but then they just couldn't hold on to it here as Hayes and Buller lock up in a battle.
Good job by Luke Buller.
Inside now, 2 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Only 2 team fouls in this entire 3rd quarter. Referees are letting them play, and both teams are playing well. Another jump ball, and this time the Pipers are going to come back with it.
I mentioned earlier I want the ball into Trenton Jones, but I think what we might want to do is recognize when he's got 3 people on him. I don't think that's a good pass.
Pressure by Stelter again. He almost takes another one away. He's got incredibly quick hands, and he knows where that ball's going.
Dave's doing an excellent job down in this end of the court, making Unger, Getz, and Hayes be aware that he's there.
Unger steps inside the paint, little pull up from 8 feet, strong again. Getz battles for the ball. Here come the Kodiaks back once again with 1:22 to go in this quarter.
Excellent penetration, great pull up by Brad. That's got to go down for him. That's just bad luck.
Still a 12-point lead for the Kodiaks. They started this quarter at 11, so they've gained 1 throughout the first 9 minutes. Marate from 3-point land. Good job there on the boards, but they knock each other around, and it's called for the travel.
Good hard work by the Pipers.
Get the ball inside the Buller, and now Unger will pick up his first personal foul. Foul on number 25, Brad Unger, 5'10", grade 11 student. That will send Luke Buller to the line for the Kodiaks.
Well, unfortunately for the Pipers that time, they just weren't set.
Coach Friesen talking over with his coaches. At the bench along with him, Graham Fraser and James Ford. Buller misses the first of 2. Buller not able to get either one to fall, and good job by Hayes to be in position. Once again, Stelter with a hand in there, almost takes that one away. 50 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter. Got a 12-point lead for the Kodiaks. Getz is open, cross-court pass just over top of Jones' outstretched hand. Down to 30 seconds now to go in the 3rd quarter. Good patience by the Pipers. Unger from outside. The ball does not drop for Unger, and quickly the Kodiaks turn around. Arate driving against Getz. No, that foul was before the shot.
That's a good read by Matt Marati. You get a look at Matt there on your screen. He got the ball, he put his head up, and he saw that there was a possibility there for a 2 or 3 on 1. He put the ball on the floor and just went. Good foul by Getz.
Keith Getz picking up his second personal foul. 6'3" grade 12 student has 2. His team has 4 in this quarter. 15 seconds now remain in the third quarter. Shot off the back of Marati, battles again. This time Luke Buller will pick up the foul, and that is his third personal.
Right now, the River East Kodiaks are making some bad decisions at the offensive end of the floor. What they've got to do is see what the John Taylor Piper 2-3 zone is giving them and take advantage of it.
Moses coming back into the game for the River East Kodiaks with only 8 seconds to go in this quarter. Unger quickly, they move the ball up to Hayes. They've got 5 seconds to get a shot off. Good too. Nice move again, and the baseline goes up strong when we've got a foul at the end of the third quarter.
No, it looks like
no, maybe just called the quarter time. Sorry.
Quarter time. Well, not the best quarter of basketball that we've seen all year. Absolutely nothing settled. As I said, what we've got to do is both teams got to take advantage of what the other team has given them. I think right now, let's go in the huddle and see what Coach Friesen has to say.
We're down 12 points. I mean, this is unbelievable. Hey. Guys, listen. You got to be active in that triangle, right? Okay? We got the ball a few times more. Get on the wings. Get on the wings. It's top, spread it here. Let's look to get it down low. Keith. Broad. There's nothing inside, by the way. Get the ball back up top because it's now stretched. Look to penetrate up the middle, okay? You're bound to make one of those shots. You can shoot the shot, can't you?
Coach Friesen talking to some of the top players in high school basketball, and we'll go over to Sean, who probably has one of the greatest players to ever play at the high school level. Sean with Kenopalco.
Thank you very much, Blair. You're right. The all-time leading scorer, in fact, at the university level, Ken Opalko, head coach of the MBCI Hawks. Ken, you lost to River East in the playdowns, and you were trailing by 8 after 3 quarters. Tell me how tough it is to play this River East team after being down.
Well, the fourth quarter for River East is their strength. They've only had 5 close games the whole year. The fourth quarter is where they usually blow out other teams by 20, 25. So look for them in this quarter, actually, to really stick it to John Taylor. How do you get back at how does John Taylor get back? It's going to be really tough because if you don't check Marati, he scores. If you don't check Luke Buller, he scores.
All right, thank you very much, Ken. Ken Opalko, no stranger to video on Cable 11 Sports. Back to you, Blair.
Thank you very much, Sean and Ken. Laurie, Ken said it. If you don't watch River East, this is the quarter that they really come to play for some reason.
Well, they're definitely very powerful. They're good, strong finishers, and that's the big thing. Is when Ken alludes to the fact that it's the fourth quarter that they usually bury teams, and in fact, that's when they blow them out. That's because they like to finish. They like to finish strong.
River East up by 12 in possession of the ball. Only 9.5 minutes to go in this Provincial 4A final. 1995 champions set to get crowned. Buller goes up, or pardon me, yes, that was Buller going up strong, and quickly they come back. Unger's open. Unger takes it up and does not get it to drop.
That's an excellent opportunity for Unger. We had Coach Friesen in the timeout. He was talking about the pull-ups from Unger. He says, you got to keep shooting that shot. You can't shoot that shot. It's going to go in. Unfortunately for him, it just hasn't happened.
Inside now, 9 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter. Stelter dishes it back out. 3-point land for Buller, and it's now up 50-point lead.
Well, there's one of the things that Luke's been trying to do all night is get that stroke. That time he had a good look at the shot, finished perfectly, and the easy 3 for River East.
Jones tries to reach in. Unger goes up, dishes it out. Nice pass out to Getz. Not able to get control. Takes it back to 3-point land. Good job by Coutu on the offensive board off the glass. But Jones is a rejection. Getz jumps in. We got a jump ball. Now Pipers have the possession arrow in their favor.
Oh, we're going to cut a foul call here. You're going to get a foul on Getz.
Foul going over top, and that will be his third personal.
Excellent job by Coutu once again on the baseline. He had Sam Borski beat.
15-point lead for the Kodiaks. Their largest lead of the game, and another break goes in their favor with that foul. Looked like we'd have a jump ball, and the ball would be with the Pipers, but they lose control. Once again, it's knocked out of bounds. The Kodiaks get it back.
Right now, the Pipers have to collect themselves. They missed on an easy breakaway. They picked up a foul. They've given up a three-pointer. Now's not time to fold because, as Coach Apolko says, if they do, River East is going to blow them out here by 25.
Kevin Getz looking to pick that ball up off the deflection. Thought maybe it might have went off the Kodiaks. Buller again from the three-point land.
We got Buller heating him up from the outside. Trenton Jones controlling the glass. Things don't look good for the Pipers.
Jones again goes up strong, able to bounce for it. I think he'll be called for a foot foul there, so the ball will go in favor of the Pipers.
Great hustle by number 25, Trenton Jones. We mentioned earlier he came to play in the semifinal. Right now he's coming to play. He wants to win a provincial championship.
8 minutes now to remain in this fourth quarter. Kodiaks are 8 minutes away from the championship. They have a 17-point lead. Unger tries to cut it down. Unger can't get it to fall. Getz maintains possession for the Pipers. Rate all over Getz. Hayes is open now if they get the ball in the outside. They lose control down low. Jones again battles for it off the hands of the Kodiaks.
JohnTaylor extremely fortunate. They're going to keep possession of this ball.
Bounce pass, Getz steps in, drives, uses the glass, comes up short. Brother Kevin's right there for the rebound and two.
A good job by Kevin. Now what JohnTaylor's going to have to do, they're going to have to work really hard down at this defensive end.
Kevin now with 6 points in the game. 44-28, a 16-point lead. Morade goes up strong, blocked by Keith Getz.
Excellent defensive stance there by the Getz brothers.
Hayes drives the middle, dishes it back outside. Coutu moves in. Keith Getz up for two more.
That's two in a row, both of them coming off of offensive boards. We can't have the rest of the Kodiaks stand around and only have Trenton Jones block out. They got to block out as a team. We see a rebound here. We should say on our replay, we got Coutu, drives hard along the baseline again. He's got Zamborski's number right now.
Inside 7 minutes, a 14-point lead for the Kodiaks. Two quick buckets. They get it inside to Buller, and Buller goes up strong.
Zamborski answers right back with an excellent pass. Good finish by number 21, Luke Buller.
8 points for Buller here in this fourth quarter. Timeout now, I believe, for the JohnTaylor Pipers with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game. They trail by 16.
You get a look there on your screen at the score. Right now things are starting to heat up. It's a good timeout by Coach Al Friesen. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Timeout athletic therapy. You don't want to? Come on, can't stand up. Okay. We have to press. But no layups, understand? The layups going to go over anyways, right? You got to play really tough deep.
Well, who's their back guys?
Those little short little guys. There's our back guys.
Hey,
make sure.
No layups,
okay?
none.
Hey, go boys, 40 minutes to hell. Let's go. Wait, hey, spread it. You can get inside all day in the baseline. If the baseline not there, you step the other. You step in the middle. If not,
Flip over now to the River East bench to see what they have to say with 6.5 minutes to go.
Let's go. Take it to the hole. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Well, what we almost saw what Coach Graham wants to do, he doesn't want to share it with all of us out there in Video Cable 11 land, but I'll tell you right now is what we're looking at here is he just wants to spread that ball out. He wants the ball to do lots of work. He's got a 16-point lead, 6.5 minutes left. As far as the Pipers are concerned, they got to come down. They got to start to apply some pressure. The only problem with that is you got to watch out for Matty to go crazy here.
We'll wait to see what happens. They trail by 16. They need possession of that ball. Keep moving their guys around the perimeter to see if they can hit some of those threes. Keith Getz drives inside, goes up strong, but he comes up short again.
That's Getz, and just as Coach Friesen said, he said you can take them all day on the baseline. You got Getz on one side, you got Coutu on the other. They've got to score on those. They've got to score. The reason they have to, of course, not only are they down, but when they score, that's when they can set up their pressure.
Nice pass inside. Stelter goes up strong, battles for his own rebound once again and picks it up. Gets the roll for 2.
It's a good job by Dave. He hangs right in there.
Dave Stelter, this first 2 points of this second half. He has 8 in the game. 2 off balance when he throws that one up. Jones doesn't let anyone take the ball. Great play, great work by Stelter in the offensive
Stelter's
end.
been working hard. Here we go. We get to see him finish off. Once again, a good feed by Jones. He comes down the lane, puts it up, comes up short, gets the offensive rebound. We've been talking about offensive rebounds all telecast. Good feed there by Zamborski, but he didn't move after it. He's going to get called for 3 seconds.
3-second violation. Deneen comes back into the game for the Pipers. 5 minutes and 16 seconds remain in this fourth quarter.
Deneen's in to replace Coutu.
Coach Graham's team up by 18, just over 5 minutes remaining.
As you mentioned, Blair, still lots of time left for what the Vipers have to do. They got to score.
Nice dish off to Getz inside, but Jones rejects. Buller off for 2. What a great play by Trenton Jones.
That's Trenton Jones. I said it at the end of the third quarter. Trenton Jones wants to win the provincial championship, and he's telling everybody that that paint's his.
Trenton Jones is down there again. This time he stays on the ground, and they can't get the ball to fall. Pipers having a difficult time down that paint area.
Ian Hayes had an opportunity to shoot the ball there. That's what he's got to do.
20-point lead for the Kodiaks. They now enjoy their largest lead of the game with only 4.5 minutes to go. Foul going over top, and that one will go on Getz. That'll be his 4th personal foul.
Well, that's a good job there by Luke Buller. First of all, excellent post up by Matt Marotti. He gets sealed on his back. Luke puts the ball in there. Like you say, that's Getz's 4th. Getz goes, and it's all over.
River East with that 20-point lead in possession of the ball. Talked about them as the #1 ranked team in the province this year. 30-1 their record. And Jones goes up strong. Trenton Jones, my pick for the MVP at tonight's game.
I'll tell you, he's definitely a gamer. There's no doubt about it. We talked about, get a good look at Trenton there on your screen. Talked about how well he played in the semifinal. Well, he's just picked his game up a notch here in the final.
I happened to meet Trenton just a few weeks ago as part of the Champions program. One of the high school athletes are out talking to elementary school kids about a number of things that high school athletes go through, and things like peer pressure and things involved in sports, and what a great spokesperson he is for high school athletes. Trenton Jones, what a great program, the Champions program. 3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining, a 22-point lead for the Kodiaks. Stelter now tries to go baseline, pushes it back out again. Buller with 2 threes here in this fourth quarter. Coach Opaco talked about it. These guys come to play in this fourth quarter, and if they ever shut the lights out here, as Unger picks up a foul.
Well, that's going to put Matt Marotti to the line. Brad Unger has worked his heart out. I'll tell you, he had a wonderful semifinal, and he just hasn't given up again tonight.
Timeout on the floor with 3 minutes and 23 seconds remaining, and a 22-point lead for the Kodiaks.
An excellent job right now by both the Kodiaks and the Pipers. Is Coach Graham's timeout. We're going to go into the Kodiak huddle and see what Coach Graham has to say.
Only layups. Smart decisions up there. They're going to have to press. They're going to have to press. So we know our press positions. No crazy cross-court passes. Okay? You come down the floor, you don't have to pick your tempo up at all. Slow it down. We got lots of time. Okay? You keep running ones. You make sure your passes. Matty, if we're getting in trouble, you pull back out and go again. I don't want to go delay. I want to go secondary. No delay.
Finish it, guys.
Listen, stay in tight. Look for T in there. In the head fake. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Excellent job by Coach Graham. He knows that JohnTaylor's going to have to probably come out man-to-man. As Coach Friesen mentioned, they're going to have to press. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to score to set up that pressure. Just a reminder to refocus his players. This is what's going to happen. Make sure you know your jobs on the press break. Make sure that when we get down here, we make ourselves available and we have some good passes, good ball movement, and we're going to be okay. As he says, he's got lots of time. He'd like them to slow it down a little bit, but I don't know if they can because they're pumped.
At the line, number 23, Matej Marate. He only has 3 points in the game, but what a force he is. It's on both free throws. It's now a 54-30 lead for the Kodiaks. dish the ball back outside. Hayes tries to step inside. Gets now out to Unger. Unger from three-point territory comes up short again. Gets his own rebound. They break, and Buller's right there to step into that lane.
Well, Luke was very lucky there. First of all, he was gone early on the shot because he figured that the Kodiaks were going to get the board. Then he said, oh my God, I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, and if my man scores, I know Coach Graham's going to give it to me. And on his way back, he was able to flex, but he turns one over, and Unger's still playing hard.
Unger pulls up for that jumper, and this time it goes down.
That's what Matt Brad's been trying to do. Here comes the press.
They break the press now as they bring it across the midcourt line. And they just turn things around and put on the brakes.
Good job by Marotti and Buller here.
Unger all over him. Good block there by Zamborski. Inside 2 minutes, 20 seconds now remaining in this fourth quarter. Buller moves inside strong, rolls off the front and the back, falls down for the Pipers.
Coach Graham not too happy with that decision. He would have much rather that Luke just simply pulled it back out.
Hayes out from 3-point. They get it to Keith Getz. Getz strong again. Good job on the boards there by Deneen. Deneen battles again, and Zamborski pulls it down.
That's a good job, Deneen. Look at this. Oh, quite the look by Marotti, and Jones puts it up. Still gets the shot away, and he's going to go to the line to shoot two.
Trenton Jones will go to the line as the Pipers in desperation try to stop that. What a job by Jones even to get that ball out of his hands.
Trenton Jones just had an excellent game. As we mentioned earlier, that he did have quite a game for himself in the semis, but he's taken his game up a notch. As we mentioned, with 1:52 left here, that River East train, it started to move last night, and right now it's rumbling right over the Pipers, and it's going straight to the 1995 Boys 4A Provincial Championship.
(56-32), 24-point lead for the Kodiaks. Kodiaks have really taken control in this fourth quarter. Deneen from the outside. One shot is all the Pipers get.
As you mentioned, Blair, excellent job by the Kodiaks in this quarter. Excellent job at both ends of the floor.
Inside a minute and a half remaining in this basketball season. River East able to move that ball around. Great job, great skill. Zamborski from free throw range, but Jones is there and almost gets another one to drop.
Almost a circus-like shot for Trenton Jones there, but he comes back and says, I'll steal it at this end.
Trenton Jones is all over the floor for the River East Kodiak, controlling things at both ends. What a game by number 25, Trenton Jones, in his final high school basketball game. Just 50 seconds now remain. Jones is open underneath. They bring the ball back out again.
Excellent job here by the Kodiaks. As Coach Apolko said in the interview, alluded to the fact that the fourth quarter they just explode, and that's exactly what they've done against the Pipers, and they're going to continue to be undefeated here in Manitoba, and they're going to be our 1995 Boys 4A Provincial Champs.
Trying to pick up the ball there. The Pipers have to foul, but it's a little too late right now as number 33, Kevin Getz, picks up that foul. 6'3" grade 12 student, also playing his last game of high school basketball. And we've seen some great basketball here on video on Cable 11, the best in high school sports. At the line, number 23, Matej Marate, to shoot the bonus. Pipers come away with it. They bring that ball up court. Again, trailing by 24. They're just hoping to put a ball into the bucket. Free lane there for Hayes. Stelter all by himself. Just 10 seconds now remaining in the season. The River East Kodiaks, the 1995 Provincial 4A High School Boys Basketball Champions, with a 56-34 victory over the John Taylor Pipers, and an outstanding season climaxed here by the